What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. So today I do want to discuss a bit about Season 10, which of course is the 4th anniversary season for Call of Duty Mobile. So this past weekend we did receive a lot of news. The Chinese COD Mobile, I guess the people who make the game, I guess they make the game over there. I'm not 100% too sure on that, but yeah, they basically did kind of tell us what's going to be coming to Season 10. Of course, you guys have probably already heard about that so-called BR map, which is called Memnos Island, but it turns out that it's going to be a completely different type of thing. So throughout Season 9, we've been getting a lot of hints that there was going to be a new Battle Royale map because it's kind of getting just plastered all over, BR right now. So, I mean, if you're plastering something into BR, especially when it comes to like just a picture of a huge map, a lot of people are obviously going to assume that it's going to be a brand new Battle Royale map, and rightly so. But when the actual announcement came to be where they actually talked about Memnos Island in that live stream that they had, it turns out it's not even going to be a Battle Royale map at all. It's just going to be a different type of ground war map. So yeah, Memnos Island was actually going to be a thing, but not in the way that we all would have hoped for. It's not going to be a Battle Royale map, just a ground war map, and that's basically it. And God knows how long that map's even going to be there, because keep in mind, this ground war mode might just be a feature playlist for a time, and it'll disappear for a while, then come back at a later point. But of course, there's no doubt in my mind that they're obviously going to make this into a clan node at some point. Maybe either get kills, capture objectives, whatever the case may be. But I know for a fact a lot of people, including myself, because I was actually down to try this map. I really want to see how this map would turn out in BR. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Maybe in the future that they will probably add this as a BR map, but from what I understand, apparently it was like 80% done when they showed it to us, so maybe they're still working on it. I'm not really sure like what else they need to work on, but yeah, the map is just gigantic. But you guys do have to keep in mind that this is a Call of Duty exclusive map. There's no Memnos Island anywhere in Warzone or Modern Warfare 2 or even Modern Warfare 3. I did watch a bit of the stream, especially the beginning where they actually displayed Memnos Island, and I kind of knew things were kind of off, given that the UI that they had was extremely different from what you normally see in BR. So immediately I start to think that, oh shit, this may not actually be a BR map. I think this might be like some sort of ground war related map. And yeah, I mean, that's exactly how it turned out to be. They also decided to show off the new and improved club, so to speak. They just basically added a few more games. I think the dart thing was already there, but they also added the fact that you could actually box other players in a boxing ring, as well as do some parkour to earn whatever points or whatever rewards. Keep in mind, this was all in Chinese subtitles and also, I guess, the Mandarin or Chinese language, so I couldn't really understand what they were saying. But yeah, I mean, they just added a few more different things to the club, and that's basically it. However, of course, I am aware that they're probably going to be making some sort of like objectives or like some seasonal challenges in order for you to actually participate in the club to earn certain rewards. Maybe there's going to be like a Season 4 exclusive blueprint. I did hear that there was this free RPD skin that actually is geometry changing, by the way, that will be making its way into the game. But when it comes to them saying free, I'm not really that sure, like, what they mean by free. Of course, this is probably not going to be something that they just hand to you. You probably have to really work for it. But given that it's one of those skins that changes the geometry, I don't know. It's very hard to believe that they would ever make a skin like that free. They also updated us on the legendary skins. So we did get a preview of 2 more skins. Of course, there was going to be a new legendary outlaw skin as well as a legendary FFAR1. But the ones that we knew about obviously were from the voting section where us as a player base get to choose what legendaries get discounted and what mythics or what legendary characters do make a return. That, of course, for the 50% off, we are going to be getting the KN44. I forgot the name of it, but it's kind of like this winged type of legendary skin. And for the 20% off, that's going to go to the Bruin MK9 LMG that's coming out for next season. As for the other things, the FFAR as well as the Outlaw are not going to be discounted. They're just going to be normal, basic draws. As for the Morning Star and all the other stuff that got voted in, Yeah, they're going to be making their way into the game, but of course, if anyone has attained this before, this is probably news that doesn't really pertain to you, mainly to those that probably just never picked it up in the first place. And I know a lot of people were kind of upset about the Morning Star being chosen. A lot of people wanted the QQ9 Mythic, or some of them even wanted the DLQ Mythic skin to come out again. But yeah, it seems a lot of people still want the Morning Star. It kind of just proves how much more popular the Morning Star is compared to everything else. So while these discounts and returning draws are good for, I guess, people that want to buy certain legendary skins, there are some complaints I do have about this season. I know a lot of people do. First of all, I mean, obviously, I've already talked about Memnos Island. I thought it was going to be a BR map. A lot of people are pissed off that it's not going to be a BR, more just like a ground war map. So yeah, that's my first complaint. But there is a second complaint that I have to all of this. I think it was the issue that just they kind of withheld a lot of information. I mean, obviously that's probably for the best. I would say mainly because you don't want to just reveal everything that's coming out immediately for the entire anniversary season. You want to keep some things a surprise and some things open. But I feel like they didn't really talk about enough. There is a leaked secondary coming to this game that they haven't even mentioned yet, which is, of course, the nail gun from Black Ops Cold War, I believe. And also, I mean, of course, the main weapon for Season 10, which is, of course, supposed to be the Bruin MK9. We're like about maybe a week and a half away from the new season starting, and we don't even have any information on these weapons at all, like how they perform. I originally thought that they were gonna at least show a little bit of gameplay for the MK9 LMG, but they just never did. Even when it comes to the nailgun secondary thing, we just never got any gameplay or any sign that it's coming out this season. Obviously, it is. I mean, it's all but confirmed at this point. But yeah, they didn't bother to like say anything about that or even mention it at all. I mean, it would have been nice to at least give us an idea of how well the LMG is going to perform. I mean, that would have been nice. This whole video is just kind of like to tell you guys that, yes, the 4th anniversary is coming to this game, but I don't really think it's going to be all cracked up to what it's, I guess, supposed to be. I think we're kind of like just blowing this out of proportion, and we're just not supposed to expect too much. I mean, yes, they're already giving us discounted draws, which of course is a great thing, especially for the anniversary season. But I mean, when it comes to other stuff like the club, I mean, yes, it's going to be fun that it's coming back, but I don't really think it's going to be so crazy to the point where it's like, it's groundbreaking. We already know what the club entails, at least most of us do. And yeah, I don't really see that being such a special thing. And of course, like I said before, I would say that the biggest disappointment is the Memnos Island. That could have been a perfect BR map, but they chose to just make it a ground war map. A lot of people have speculated that the whole reason why they decided to not keep this as a BR map is probably because of something with Warzone Mobile, but I'm not really too sure about that. I mean, you go through all this effort to have this map only for it to be available for one mode. Of course, they could add this to tournament mode, but I mean, it would have been good to have something but Alcatraz in tournament mode, you know? Like, this could have been the new BR map for the time being. Well, at least for a few seasons, you know, like every now and then, you know, 1 week we do Alcatraz, 1 week we do Memnos Island. We could have had something like that. Because if you were not going to make it into like an isolated or a blackout level of a BR map, you could have at least had it for tournament mode. And it could have been good now because, I mean, right now, I don't think tournament mode is in a good place given that the camo is pretty fucking garbage right now, other than like its shine. But yeah, I mean, that would have been a perfect idea. But yeah, anyways, that's all I have to say, guys. Don't get too excited about the 4th anniversary. Keep in mind, it also comes out at a time where it's just a mini update. So if it was a major update, it probably would have been a bigger deal. But yeah, unfortunately, that's probably not going to be the case. So just don't get too excited. And yeah, anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.